that was given to us by our Creator.
None of them know their date of birth. They split time into days and days into two halves, from sunrise to sunset, which is designed for living, and the other half, which is black, being the time of spirits and magic.
See, that can't be a part of their life. That is from a European perspective because of the blackness of night. They want to contaminate it with being something mysterious and spooky. But you better believe those people that's living out in that land can see the magic of all of the natural essence of the spirituality that encapsulate everything constantly all the time. So when they see a squirrel jump, when they see a fish swim, when they see an apple fall out of the tree, they recognize all that as being spiritual. There is no dichotomization of spirituality between the sunlight and the darkness. That is a European conceptualization, and it has nothing to do with the conceptualization of melanated people that is vibrating off of sunlight information. Trust me on that.
Today, our kettle will cook a ceremonial feast from the gifts of the jungle and our backpacks for everybody in the hut. After dinner, I gorge myself fully on the arboreal life in huge gulps. It seems to me like I'm on a totally different planet.
Look at the beautiful fire colors that shows you our universal intelligence. They use these same colors to identify with you with the light ships that you see in the sun. Look at it. Watch the green. Should have been in there somewhere. Alrighty then. Regeneration, water and rain, soil and green and the sun. Yeah. Yeah.
Life in a tree is simple, but still so complicated. Knowledge is only passed on verbally. Kenny Parliament names the cardinal numbers for us. Each squat finger is counted.
You see all that rain falling and it's not coming in their house, and they don't have none of these factory manufacturers, shingles and everything that you see these people around in the big conglomerate of cities all having to run and pay so much money for. They found a way to do it out there in nature with natural stuff that was given to them by the universe. This is how we get out. So yeah, we can't be the people that you guys want to walk around trying to say don't have any sense and never contributed anything to the world, okay?
Closed fist means 5. A finger on the wrist means 6. On the forearm it means 7. On the elbow, 8.
See, he wants you to believe that this is their system of counting, because if they could count 5 on the other hand, they weren't smart enough to count 5 on the other hand. But he can build this building, which obviously took really good math to be able to cut all these things to proper length and make them all be synonymous with each other length. Okay, but he wants you to believe that he was not smart enough to count to 10 by using both of his hands. See, this is this shit. They do this to savage us all the damn time. See, now he got to use all behind his man.
I'm most confused by this manual math.
See, that's bullshit. We taught the whole world math, and that is not what he was explaining to him just then. That's what he wants you to believe. But see, you notice he didn't say anything about the brilliant math that must have been utilized to build that hut that they're all in the rain, and the water ain't falling in on their ass. That nigga just told him some universal astrology shit about the 26,000 year completion and how the earth rotates on its axis and everything about a star and all that. He just couldn't comprehend all that.
I tried to grasp how these people perceive the surrounding world. The natives revealed to us that the jungle is full of spirits. They mostly live in burned out trees, but also in plants that can cause death. Don't look in the trees in the morning. If you find a snake there, you can expect something bad to happen to you. Never lean your face over water.
See, all that superstition shit ain't never came from none of them, okay? That's what he wanted to say to make you feel like they're ignorant. Ignorance is what I just utilized when I said that nigga. And that's from me just growing up around the same ignorance that I'm describing to you right now. We all get stuck in that, and we got to work at growing so we don't let that stuff creep up and get us. And I'm guilty of that, and I apologize. But what I'm saying to you is we can't let this guy or anybody that's like him keep giving us their observation of who we are as a people, because they will always savage us and make us look stupid. Again, I want to point out to you that he never gave credit to this man for being such a diligent provider for his family and making that big ass house for them all to live in and sustain themselves in, because they got to perpetuate around the world our nothingness and the bad fathers that we are. And they know none of this stuff would be consistent with us on this planet if it wasn't for their ass making our circumstances be that dull and that dire. So I'm going to point out to you that this man is not a nigga. I apologize for saying that. I'm the true nigga for even calling him that. But I just, from conditioning in America, that made me say that dumb stuff. It's a constant battle to be 100% all the time. But what I'm going to say about this man is that he done went out of his way and put in a whole lot of work, because I don't see nobody else around him as far as other men go. So what it looked like to me is that this one man is the father of all those children in that hut, and all those women are his, because there's no other man that they show you but him. But he's not going to tell you that. He's not going to tell you that this one man is siring all these children and he built this big ass hut to take care of his responsibilities, because they don't want you to know that we have that inside of our genetics.
Spirits from whirlpools and currents, white water.
Where's any other man at but him?
That's how
and all those women and all those children.
Died.
He's the only man you see there, other than this white man.
I'm at the Kombai barber. Yirko and Palo laugh at my courage. My head is in the hands of a headhunter.
See? Do you see what I'm saying? Nothing about his craftsmanship at building this building. This is what we've saw of his personification so far. Him being a responsible man, taking care of all these people. But what did this motherfucker have to say? That he's a headhunter. See? That's how they savage us all the time. All the time. When you can see the hospitable people. If they such a damn headhunter, why ain't they cut off his white ass head? That'll be a good ass trophy.
The rain has stopped. We want to continue our journey, but Wabarari and the porters don't really rush ahead into another adventure.
I mean,
Nobody's
look.
supposed to live there. There's only a hidden world.
Did you see the little balcony? Alright, I mean, this man ain't had no white people came out there and build this structure for him. He built that with knowledge from the sunlight. And that's what he don't point out. He won't say, you know, it's amazing that this man built this structure out here without any modern technology known to the white man. He built it because he would know, you would figure out that all the technology known to the white man must have came from this black man. There's a boy right now, but he's not really a boy because he's a reincarnated used to be man. So the knowledge is right there in his pineal gland. It's right there. Spirit give it to him. See? Yeah.
World. But that's exactly what we want.
See, look at that. See, this is craftsmanship. Look at this. Look how they all are spaced. You understand? Where little feet won't fall through. You know, they just thought it all out and tied it all together with rope. And the wind come through and don't blow it down. And the earthquakes, it's strong and sturdy. And it took mathematical precision to make. Because you had to form all these sticks on the ground and then carry them up there. But this bastard won't tell you that. No, they're going to tell you that they're headhunters. This is why we're so savaged around the world and don't have a problem shooting each other over a fucking street corner that's not even ours. The only thing that's genuinely ours is our foolish conceptualization of self that we received from dogma, from people like this.
Eventually, our group expands by 2 girls.
Like I told you, now they're going through the bush, having somebody else help them carry their shit. Just like I told you, watch.
Kanipanama's 2 daughters will help us look for the path through the swamps. They will carry the arrows that we got as a gift
See what
from
I
the
told you?
Hazmat,
Do you
as
see
well as
that's
the
what they
precious
always do,
like
is
the
make us a
relay
labor team for them. All the freaking time. And this man is so
These
nice,
people haven't invented the wheel.
he let his 2 daughters go to help this guy. Okay? And he probably gonna sodomize them out there in the woods. And make them like it. And then they're gonna be going to West Angeles Church. Trust me.
Yet, what would they need it for anyway? The jungle doesn't know a faster way of travel than walking. We look for a path through the swamps.
You see these girls out in the front, he's not looking for a path, he's following them. They know the way.
In the jungle, the length of a route is not measured in kilometers, but by the days and nights spent on the way.
See? Look where he's at. In the back of them.
Every day, hour and minute are special here, as if they were the last. We look for the way through, repeatedly looping around. Nobody knows which direction to go. It's getting dark. The porters are scared of the jungle.
Look, I don't want you to think that I'm just a real bitter person. What I'm doing is pointing out to the world why everybody look at us like we are nothing, non-contributing. Because of people like this documentary people that don't give us full credit. You didn't hear them say one good thing about that badass house that was built out there in the middle of that rainforest by these supposed to be uneducated people. Because they want to keep the ideal that we have always been master builders and always got skills from the sunlight. Otherwise, who taught them to do that? The sun did. Take my word for it.
They're the only ones here.
S-U-N, not
really
S-O-N.
What to be afraid of.
You see, the sun give all these trees out here the knowledge necessary for them to grow. So if the sun can give them information to grow, it can give the earth recipients information to grow. And that's how it works. It ain't got a damn thing to do with Jesus.
Any delay caused by cutting through the jungle is hell for us. The insects make wild revelry on our sweaty, salty bodies. I guess all of the mosquitoes from far away were invited to this feast. Slimy leeches suck the energy from our scratched calves. Sleeping here is simply not possible. In the dark jungle, the natives are much faster than us. We lose them and remain on our own.
See, told you. They're leading them.